Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Popo here bringing guys a new video. And today we're going to be looking at a couple of Pokemon and doing a few sets for them on stuff I think is pretty good. I did some damage calcs and was just looking at some more unique choices for Pokemon. And yeah, of course, this one here, not super unique. A lot of people are actually using Ho-Oh at the moment. It seems to be pretty decent. So I thought it'd be interesting to just look at that, maybe do some sets for it, because I am interested in using it. And I got two other Pokemon to do that with also. Tomorrow we're going to continue our bike journey and streaming. Last week I didn't because Oblivion came out, but I only played a little bit of Oblivion because I tried Expedition 33. Play that game of the year, honestly, no joke. Shout out to that game. Game of the year. I didn't stream yesterday because I went to a Japan festival in Boston on a Sunday and my knee was kind of hurting yesterday, so I didn't really want to ride the bike. So I just kind of took that off. But tomorrow we'll be back at it, later on Friday. So let's get it. But let's get right into these then. We have Ho-Oh first. Grass Terra Covert Cloak. I think Covert Cloak could be pretty decent on Ho-Oh as it just allows it to get off its attack. Or in this case, Tailwind. We have enough speed here just to outspeed Caly-I Shadow Rider under Tailwind. So that way, you know, we can hit faster than it. After Tailwind, it's also pretty bulky, but still has a lot of investment in attack. This does pretty good damage against a lot of Pokemon. It one-shots some big threats, and it can one-shot Caly-I depending on their sets, but it's very unlikely. And yeah, I think this set is pretty good. Can survive attacks. I mean, it takes Astral Barrage. It takes 2 Astral Barrages and still lives. So pretty good. You get a Sacred Fire off, then you know you burn something. Their fire attacks, I mean their attacks aren't doing anything. They got the sun up, then you're doing extra damage. So there's a lot you could do with this set, and yeah, it's really good. This one is Clear Amulet. This one's more straightforward on kind of what you might see on ladder specifically, and this is just going to be basically almost max attack, max speed, because you want to at least be speed tying with the with Kyogre. So yeah, we're going for that. We got Dragon Terra instead of the Grass Terra. It does give us the same resistances, but also gives us a couple of more. And yeah, I think it's a pretty decent Terra type on Ho-Oh. And if they are running Sun, then at least you're still resisting those fire attacks, where if you go Grass, fire attacks are doing a lot more, especially if you're running it itself. We have Recover, so that when we Brave Bird, we can recover as well. With Regenerator and Recover, you can really heal up. If you got some good switch-ins, you know, some Incineroars and stuff like that, you can start really getting off heals. And basically, you have 5 or 6 Pokemon if you get a couple of those off. Next one is Leftovers. This is a full support set. So we're going to have, you know, big HPs. We're going to have big defense. Our special defense is always going to be huge. And once again, we have enough speed to outspeed under Tailwind because we're going Tailwind, Recover, Protect, Sacred Fire. So this is one where you're going to look for, you know, maybe poisons or burns. And then you're going to be able to sit back and kind of just recover yourself up. Heal up with the Leftovers, switch with the Regenerator. You're going to pivot with things like maybe a Moongus. So you can just start getting those heals. And with both of those Pokemon switching in and out, the healing is going to be insane. So yeah, you can do some really cool things. We went back to Grass Terra, but you can change this to something else. I thought maybe like Electric Terra could be pretty good on this. But yeah, it all depends on what you're going for. I think this build is really good against like Calyrex Ice Rider, as it can just bulk the attacks, gets a burn off. You can recover off all the damage. You can stall out Trick Rooms pretty easily with this, and this is going to support your other restricted Pokemon, whatever that is, and just be a nuisance for your opponent. I think this could go well with like Shadow Rider or even Terapagos or something like that. Could be pretty good. And this last one I think is probably going to be the most annoying one for people, and that's going to be an Assault Vest Ho-Oh. This thing already has massive special defense, so we want to take advantage of that just by doubling it. It makes Astral Barrage like a 4-shot, which is crazy. We want Water Terra, but use Terra of choice. Sacred Fire, Brave Bird, Dual Wing Beat, and Iron Head, just to give you a lot of coverage. And you want something that's not Brave Bird to hit that can also be flying, just in case you're running into, you know, you don't want to take damage because you can't heal it back up, is what I'm trying to say. And then we're just max attack with good HP and good defense. So yeah, we're just this is just supposed to be bulky. It doesn't do anything else. Just takes special attacks, hits back, pretty decent. Now the next Pokemon goes along with Ho-Oh pretty, well, because it's a Lugia. So it's Lugia is an interesting Pokemon. I've done well with it in a double restricted format in the past. I actually went 10-0 on a GC one time, or back then they were called something else, but a GC essentially with Lugia and Zacian, and it was really, really good. And I was expecting to go 0-3. I just wanted the reward because they were giving out the free shinies, the free shiny birds. So yeah, but it actually did pretty well. We have Fairy Terra with leftovers and multi-scale. Of course, you always want multi-scale. Calm Mind, Air Blast, Earth Power, and Recover. This is actually the moveset that I used. And as for the EVs, we just have a really bulky with a lot of special attack. The reason why you need a lot of special attack on Lugia is because it's only base 90 special attack, so it's pretty bad. You don't need any speed investment. It's going to outspeed what it does, and if you just waste any of these into speed, it becomes less bulky or just doesn't do enough damage, even after Calm Minds. You're not running Protect, so you do have to be careful, and you got to time your recovers in a very good manner, and you got to have really good support Pokemon next to a Lugia like this too. So you want something that maybe can heal it up, you can, or a lot of fake outs cycling in, and you want a restricted that can do a lot of damage without any setup. That's why Lugia was so good on that team that I used. I mean, not Lugia, the Zacian was so good on that team that I used, because it could have damage output right out the get-go. It didn't need any setup. This Lugia is a Salt Vest Lugia with multi-scale, Shadow Ball, Aeroblast, Thunder, Earth Power, and Dark Terra. This Lugia is basically here for, hey, you have a bad matchup against Kyogre, Calyrex, Shadow Rider. Well, guess what? Here we go. It pretty much destroys that with the Dark Terra. You can sit in front of either of those two Pokemon, and you can just go for attacks. You have the Thunder, just in case they have the Lugia. I mean, the Kyogre, and you have Shadow Ball, which just one-shots Calyrex. And they might not expect it if you're playing on ladder, of course. These sets are with ladder in mind. Then you have Aeroblast that just generally hits everything, has good chance to crit, does miss sometimes though. And you have Earth Power that can hit stuff like Zamazenta, because Lugia is actually really good at at stalling out Zamazentas. So having a way to hit Zamazenta is really good, and Earth Power does that for you. So if you really do hate Calyrex Shadow and you want a Pokemon that nobody's expecting to just destroy the Calyrex Shadow, just use this Lugia. It does nothing to this Lugia, especially if you Dark Terra. It can't damage it at all. It just can't. It's crazy. Even if they Terrasilize into Fairy and go for Draining Kiss or it just doesn't do anything. It just does no damage. And you could still like get a 3-shot in those cases, because we don't do enough damage, because it is Lugia. You could also change Shadow Ball into Terra Blast if you do want a Dark Attack, so keep that in mind too. But I think Shadow Ball is pretty decent because it also hits a few other Pokemon that might be relevant that Dark Pulse just doesn't hit. And the last Pokemon I have here is Kyurem Black, and this is probably the most surprising one of these. I don't think this Pokemon's that bad. I say that, but this Pokemon is also very bad. So the first one here, we have Electric Terror with Clear Amulet. Of course, it only gets Terra Volt. And we have a really good base set here. We want to be faster than the 90 base Pokemon Groudons and Kyogres. So that's what we're going for here. We have some special defense. This makes it so we can, live maybe one special, like super effective attack. His attack stat is so high that you can go Jolly and you still get a 212 on a 176. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it has a really good HP pool too. So with the Electric Terra, this gives you a Fusion Bolt Stab, which could be very relevant, especially if you have to go for a Dragon Dance, you go for that. It does one-shot quite a lot of Pokemon, especially some of the more frail restricted Pokemon. It just absolutely destroys them. So if you have something to protect it first turn, and then you can go for the Dragon Dance, Fusion Bolt, Terra Electric, you could be in a very good position to win the game. Dragon Claw here is because it's either Outrage or it's Scale Shot. You can't really afford to run either of those in this situation, so you got to go with these more times than not. So yeah. This one's okay. Next we have Assault Vest. Yeah, I've been putting Assault Vest on all these Pokemon. Fairy Terra. That's just for fighting type attacks that are coming in. Fusion Bolt, Dragon Claw, Dual Wing Beat, and Shadow Claw. The Shadow Claw one-shots Caly-I Shadow Rider, so that's why we have it. Once again, we're going for the same speed. If you get Tailwind up, you're always going to be faster than Caly-I as well. Decent special defense, no HP investment, but we have full attack investment this time at 222, which is huge on a Jolly. Once again, it's crazy. It's insane. And this thing is just super, super bulky. It beats Kyogre very, very well, even if they do have Ice Beam because of the fact that it is neutral. So it does really well into that. And then with Fusion Bolt, you're able to one-shot the Kyogre. And if they do go for the Water Spout, you still don't take that much damage, honestly. It's significant damage. It's like 30 to 40%, but after you hit with the Fusion Bolt, they're either dead, or if they Grass Terra, they're taking about 40%. It's like 30 or 40. So you're getting equal opportunities there, and then you have the Dual Wing Beat to finish it off. Or you can go for the Dragon Claw if that's your preference. But you needed another move. You could go for an Ice move here. Does it get Ice Shard? It doesn't get Ice Shard, which is probably the worst thing, right? I mean, you can go Ice Fang. You could go Icicle Sphere, but I guess you could do this just because it's stab. So either Icicle Sphere or you go for Dual Wing Beat. Either one. Your choice. And the last one is going to be a loaded dice set with Dragon Dance, Scale Shot, and Fusion Bolt. And it's going to be a very balanced set. This is just to, like, I forgot what I did this for, but this attack makes sure that you one-shot. Oh, yeah. This is after +1 that you're faster than Caly-I Shadow Rider. And then Scale Shot at +1 will one-shot a lot of Caly-I Shadow Riders. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And then that's a good situation. You have good special defense. You have good HP. And its defense is already pretty decent, too. So it can do a lot in those situations. Remember, with the Scale Shot, though, your defense will drop by 1. So do be careful about that. But yeah, then you're setting yourself up really good. You get Dragon Dance, you get Scale Shot. You essentially have a Tailwind up now. And then you can go for Fusion Bolts or more Scale Shots. So it's pretty good. With Ghost Terra, the Fake Out doesn't affect you. So you can get through that and go for a Dragon Dance on first turn. Yeah, so I think this one might be the best one overall. I think this one could probably be on a best of 3 set. Though I think if I try one, I'm probably going to try this one. I think it's really good, and this one is just kind of more for fun. But I think this one's actually really, really good. This attack stat is just ridiculous, right? But yeah, are there any other random restricteds that you've been enjoying lately? Are there ones that I maybe didn't even think about? I've thought about Reshiram a little bit, but I just couldn't find a set I really liked, and with the damage calcs, it just didn't look great. I don't know. Just one of those Pokemon, like its typing is so good that the Pokemon is not good. Like, it's just not good. But yeah, let me know what teams you guys are using. And if you do have any rental codes, let me know. Leave them down in the comments below, even if you want to, so I can try them out. Because like I said, I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. We're going to be using rental codes. I need to find a team to use for Friday. So help me out. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you guys thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you guys do so. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.